Shubhodaya. We have been covering the series on Ashtanga Hridaya and Yoga. Ashtanga Hridaya by Vagbhata. He talks about prevention and cure. It is talking about how to increase your ojas within, energy from within, so that you have a glow outside. Ojas is required for repairing yourself. In case of injury, how to heal yourself, how to bounce back. He talks about swasthya rakshanam, aturasya vikara prashamanam. He talks about the purpose of Ayurveda and Yoga, protect the health of the healthy and prevent remove the sickness of the sick people and make them healthy. It's the purpose of that one. And Vagbhata talks about this, primarily he talks about this body. Body is called as Pura. Pura, this is a city. This is called as a Pura, this is a city. Like king looks after this body, how he looks after this Pura, this kingdom, his country, like protecting from the outside invaders. And any damage is happened, repair the damage as quickly as possible and nourish his citizens. The three purpose: a king, protection from the invaders, and repair. Any damage is done, repair as quickly as you can. And the third one is nourish his citizens, means nourish the cells, nourish the tissues. It's a body is compared to a Pura. He is talking about Dinacharya and Rutacharya, what you have to inculcate, routine you should have. Routine, he talks about wake up early in the morning. Before the sunrise, you have to get up for your health. Those who are still sleeping after sunrise, they are susceptible to sickness. You have to get up before the sunrise. The Dinacharya, and he talks about you have to do the yoga and pranayama required for balancing the doshas. Vata, Pitta and Kapha dosha. We have the three, the air element, water and fire element. Imbalance causes various ailments. Asana and pranayama helps in the balancing the doshas. He is talking about the Dinacharya. You have to massage your body. Every day. Take bath, shower, it is a massaging. You are, while taking the bath, you are doing the massage. And the third one, the fourth one, he talks about Abhyanga. Earlier, oil bath. Put the oil on the head, massage it, and it used to be common back in India. It's a part of healing. Nowadays, ask anybody, they say, no, my father is to do, my grandfather is to do, I don't do. This part, you have to cool yourself. Put the sesame oil, coconut oil, this part, apply that one. It is a massage, put the oil to the bath, Abhyanga. Next, he is talking about Ritucharya. Ritucharya, he is talking about change your diet according to the season. For example, in the winter months, you need extra fatty item, and in the summer months, easily that cooling type of food. And also, diet according to your constitution, body constitution. All food may not apply, it won't apply to everyone. You have to manage the food according to your body constitution. He also talks about the next one is sattvic type of food. Have the food which has a lot of prana. Frozen food, stale food, they do not have a prana. Even the meat, it is the living person is called as prani. The prani, why it is called as prani? That has a prana. The meat, it is a frozen, prana has gone. Prana has gone, there is no prana in that one. You are eating that one, it is nothing but putting lot of load onto your digestive system. He's talking about eat the sattvic food. The sattvic food, sattva also means mind. What you eat, it has a bearing on the mind. It should be very light. Your clarity in thinking should be good. He also talks about avoid the viruddha ahara. What is opposite, it won't go well, you have to avoid that one. Viruddha ahara, now it is quite common. Dahi vada is quite common. But in Ayurveda, it is talking about dahi and urad. They don't go together. And for example, ghee and honey, equal proportion, when you mix it, it becomes a poison. That we have to know, viruddha ahara, do not mix it, have the food accordingly. And the fourth one, he is talking about you have to take time for yourself off. Go for a retreat, yoga sadhana yatra, we go for sadhana yatra. You are not doing whatever you have been doing. You are doing something, you are investing time for yourself. Retreat yourself, meditation. You go for a walk, like Nargis ji said, spend time for yourself. Spend time for yourself. And he is talking about then reduce your sensory inputs. Give rest to your eyes, ears, your senses, not much of screen time. Minimize that one. Too much of engaging, giving the, loading the senses, it will drain your ojas. He is talking about the mental health, body and mind, truthfulness, satya, shaucha, cheerfulness, reading the scriptures. And he is talking about minimize the anger. Those who are susceptible to anger, their ojas drains out. Ojas, the people who are susceptible to anger problem, they fall sick quite often. There is no inner stamina. You have to boost the inner stamina. That is called as ojas. That Narendra was asking me, how come you are not falling sick unlike us? We fall always sick frequently, and while doing the intense yoga, it's for example, a couple of years back, somebody fell on my knee, I heard the cracking sound. But our Manish ji organized MRI, and even MRI, after that, doctor said you rest for at least 1 month. 1 month not to move, but my intense class did not stop. How you can heal yourself so quickly? And about 3 years back, 5 years back, one Ayurveda conference, they asked me to run a yoga event also. The yoga mat they gave was a bit slippery while doing. I slipped, and there was a pain here, shoulder muscle tear. But I healed myself. To the surprise of others. That is the ojas. How can I do that one? Vagbhata is giving these ones, and keep a diary for yourself. I have eaten this one, because of that I am getting a bloating sensation, or I am not feeling good. I am having the constipation. Keep a diary for yourself, maintain that one. And whenever you are going for any meal, you are not under compulsion to eat anything. You can tell others, this won't go well with me, I will take only this one. So, maintain a diary for your own benefit. Vagbhata is talking about that one, what the achara, it is called as dinacharya, is called as achara. Achara means routine. Have a routine. Routine, not ordinary routine. Working and spending and sleeping, not that one. Achara means you always try to get the best out of that one, best practice. What is called as best practice? Continuously learning. Continuously learning. My routine means as soon as I get up, have a cup of coffee and breakfast, TV and work, coming back. Not that one. Achara means inculcate the best practice in your life. Try to get the best practice and implement that one. That gives a inspiration for you. Every day learning something. Achara won't come without vichara. Vichara means high thinking. High thinking, always thinking big, always thinking higher, and thinking when my vichara is good, achara also comes. Achara and vichara comes. Achara and vichara enables in boosting the ojas and tejas. Ojas and tejas. And the yoga is talking about you. This is not your body. This is not your body. It has been given to you. You are a resident here. You are a temporary resident here. You will be evicted any time. This is not your body. Your obligation to maintain this body well, this pura well. So the divine beings take shelter in this one and get great things done through this body. This is not your body. You have no right to abuse. I have no achara, no vichara. I do whatever I want. It says it is not your body. You are a resident. You are a temporary resident. And allow this one, divine beings, divine souls are waiting for such a body. They want to enter into those bodies and get great things done through that one. So it is saying, and if you are not caring for this one, if you are abusing this one, they talks about you won't get this type of body because you are not worth it. You are not worth it. You are not looking after. You have to have body. This is body for the divine beings to operate. Keep it healthy, clean, ojas, tejas. So many great things will get done through this body. Vagbhata, Ashtanga Hridaya and Yoga. Yoga, they run hand in hand. Yoga and Ayurveda go hand in hand. And it is a health sutra, life sutra, how to lead a life with a purpose they talk about. Lie down.